Welcome back. Leap Enforcer Podcast, episode 16. I'm going to make this quick. Sunday, I didn't get a chance to, I didn't watch a lot of the games. I watched the 1 o'clock games. 4 o'clock games, I was not available. And then I missed the Dallas Green Bay game on Sunday night. Unfortunately, I wanted to see that game. But I had a good reason I was out. My buddy was in town, had a concert at Pine Knob in, it's like a suburb of Detroit. It's Clarkston, I think is what it's listed as. Good show, great time. Got to see, all my buddies and all my people in the band. So it was fun. We had a really good time. Just to jump into the game real quick, I rewatched the game yesterday, just so I could kind of get a grasp of it. When I seen it was 40-40, I had a lot of people messaging me at the night of the game and just saying like, hey, what'd you think? What happened? Yada, yada. I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I wanted to watch the entire game. Knew the score going into watching the game, but I still wanted to watch it and see what happened. But my key takeaways, I'm going to be quick about this. Our O-line needs a lot of work. We need Zach Tom back. We need Aaron Banks back. We need him to be healthy. We need him to be this $80 million guy that we paid. It's just like, I don't know what it is. When people get to Green Bay, they just all of a sudden have these injuries. I don't understand it. There's a lot of injuries in the NFL, but I mean, you just go back. I mean, Watson, Bakhtiari, like Jair, it just seems like every time somebody, oh, there's going to be this guy, and then they're hurt. But anyways, we need Banks and we need Zach Tom back bad. Our O-line is just patchwork right now. Jenkins at center, I mean, I don't know. I don't know how well that's going to work out. I hope it does. I don't know if he should go back to his traditional position on the line, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully with when Tom and Banks come back after this bye, hopefully we can get as healthy as possible with the O-line. That was the first takeaway. Second takeaway, our corners. The corner position for us is, I don't even know what to do at this point. Nixon has had one good game this season. Hobbs got cooked multiple times by Pickens in this game. Valentine was out of position. Nixon gave up on plays. I mean, the play, I think it was Tolbert down the right-hand side when Dak threw a bomb to like the 3, and Nixon standing in the end zone like, oh, he probably thought the ball wasn't catchable, but still, in that position, you can't just, I think it's going to not be catchable. Like, you got to at least go to the ball, at least make a play on it. But I don't know. It's our corner position. I know we've been rumored to go talk to or be reaching out to Asante Samuel Jr., played for the Chargers. I know he's got some kind of a neck issue going on, but I would go after him because we can use another corner. We don't have a lot of depth at that position. I mean, we got Bo Melton, but everybody knows he's not a traditional corner. So I would at least see what's going on with Samuel. I don't know who else is out there for us to even go and try to get, but we do need a corner. We need a little bit more depth at O-line position. I feel like we just had Banks. Was it Brant? I think it was Brant Banks. We just released him. And then he was picked up by the Titans. I think they thought he was going to be able to come back, but he ended up getting picked up by the Titans. But I don't know. It's just we need a little bit of depth at O-line. We need a little bit more at corner. My last takeaway on this, not my last one, but this is like a broken record for me, is Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur play calling, it doesn't make any sense. The way that we finish halves and the way that we begin second halves, it makes me want to throw shit at the TV because every single time we're up against Dallas, I think there was like 14 or 20 seconds left in the first half. We're on our own, I think 30. You need another 25 to 30 yards for a field goal attempt. Love drops back, holds onto the ball way too damn long. It gets stripped. He fumbles it. Dallas goes down, scores, takes the lead. The entire momentum of the game kind of shifted a little bit at that point. It's like, Love, just get rid of the ball or take the sack at that point. Just throw the ball away. Like, you got to have an internal clock, knowing this O-line's not held up the whole game. You got to have an internal clock that's like, hey, 1, 2, I got to get rid of this ball. No, you dance around, fumble, they go down, score. Changes the momentum of the game. Then we come out in the third quarter, a lot of games, if we have the lead, we come out in the third quarter and it's just like, let's just run the game. We're up 10, we're good. No, like, we need to put teams away. We don't put teams away. I feel like a broken record saying this, but LaFleur has too much on his plate. I said that in the last podcast. I'm going to say it again. He's got too much on his plate. The defense isn't stepping up. They gave up 40 to Dallas. How is LaFleur supposed to go over there and get in their shit. The defense, like, hey, what the you doing? Like, let's get this together. You can't go over and talk to Nixon about not doing anything on a play. Just standing there. You can't go over to Hobbs and tell him how out of position he is. You can't go to Valentine to tell him how out of position he is. Why? Because you're running the play calling. You're calling the offensive play calling. You want to be a head coach? You want to be an offensive play calling? Like, do one or the other. Like, this is the type of stuff. It's the same thing when you look at, like, the Shanahans of San Fran. I take him, for instance. Great offensive mind. Good head coach. You're not going to say anything to the defense. I mean, for us, look at it. Hafley's in a box. What is he? You know, talk to somebody over the mic. They're just going to take it off and they don't want to listen. You go get in somebody's face, they got to listen to you. But he's not doing that. He wants to be, and throw his headset and start yelling at the refs. Go yell at your players. Go yell at the defense that's out of position. These guys aren't protecting the edge. You got Dak, who's running around in the backfield. They can't catch up to him. He's running around the outside and creating plays. But you can't go over and say anything to your defense about being out of position because you gotta do play calling. You can't be an actual head coach. You got to play call. You can't go get after Bisaccia. Bisaccia is one of the worst coaches we've had. I think we're the 28th ranked special teams in football, and we're paying him the number one special teams head coach. He's being paid the number one head coach for special teams. Why? We lost to Dallas because of a missed field goal, a blocked field goal. We just had an extra point blocked against Dallas. Same situation. He's not doing his part. We're giving up kick returns. Turpin had one come back to like the 45 in a crucial part of the game. Like, the lack of discipline on this team is going to kill us. And it shows. We just lost to the Cleveland Browns and a 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who the Lions just easily handled. But we want to say that, we have the best defense because we have Micah Parsons. On paper, we should have the best defense. Absolutely. But when you don't have the coaching staff to support that, Jeff Hafley, phenomenal defensive coordinator. Wouldn't take anybody else in the league right now. Matt LaFleur, great offensive mind. Do you want to be an OC or do you want to be a head coach? Because we need to figure this shit out. You want to be an OC? Great. Find somebody to be the head coach. You want to be a head coach? Fine. Let somebody else make the play calls. You want to be part of the play calling? That's fine. But you need to have somebody else where, hey, let this dude make these play calls and you go over here and you get in the shit of these defensive players that are out of position or giving up on plays. We're not going to – it's the same thing over and over. And the thing is LaFleur, you've been blessed. You've been blessed with Hall of Fame players and extremely, extremely well put together teams. You had Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams, Hall of Famers. Bakhtiari probably being a Hall of Fame. Now you got what? We got some Hall of Fame caliber players on this team. We got Josh Jacobs, you got Rashawn Gary, you got Micah Parsons. I mean, these guys are probably going to be Hall of Fame caliber. You got some potential Hall of Famers. I'm not going to throw like Love in the mix or any of these wide receivers yet, but they've got potential. They're all young. They got potential, but they got a really good team. You got a really good team. You had a really good team when you got here. You got a really good team now. But you can't get these guys over the hump. You're losing. You're playing down to competition. You're losing to the Browns. You're losing to the Cowboys. We're gonna all of a sudden, probably after the bye, we're gonna start winning games because we got Cincy, we got Arizona, we got Pittsburgh, but it don't matter because we're gonna play down to them. So we may not even win those games. But the thing is with LaFleur, he has such a good record, and it's because he's had such good teams. But we get to the playoffs, and they expose who Matt LaFleur is as a head coach. I like Matt LaFleur. I do like him as a coach, but I feel like he's got too much on his plate, and I feel like his play calling is so bad. It's so bad to end halves and to begin halves if we have the lead. If we have the lead, you have 10-point lead. That is not enough in the NFL. Come out and play your offense that got you the 10-point lead. You're coming out to win the game. You want to put this team away. You don't want to just, we don't want to lose this game. Let's run three straight plays, and now it's 3rd and 7, and we're going to punt the ball away. No, that's not what you did the whole first half. Go with what was already working. If Love's being able to piece some stuff together, let Love piece stuff together. Let him do his thing. Love, if you don't have it, you got to get down or throw the ball away. Stop. Man, the way you fall is so awkward. Every time you fall, you can't even slide straight. Like, dude, get down. Stop with this awkwardness. Every time you fall, man, it's like a baby giraffe. Like, I'm just like, dude, get down. And I'm not taking a shot, but we can't lose Love again. Last year we lost him for a couple games. We stayed afloat with Malik Willis. We did. But we can't genuinely lose him and expect to make a run this year. We just can't. So you got to be smarter. And also that internal clock, man, you drop him back with 14 or 18 seconds, whatever was left in the first half. You got to have an internal clock. Throw the damn ball away. Like, you can't give up any points. And you know you're already in field goal range for Aubrey if you were to turn the ball over. You turned the ball over and they went down and scored and beat us. Like, or tied. It still feels like they beat us. They took the lead that. But anyways, man, this game is just, this team frustrates me so much. I love this team, but I should clarify. LaFleur frustrates me. Bisaccia frustrates me. These corners, I don't trust them. I just don't. I hope we get better. We've had Detroit, they played solid. Washington, they played good. Nixon had a great game. But it just, we need another corner. We need a little bit more depth on O-line. I'm not going to beat a dead horse on this, but that's my take from this game. Love needs to be a little bit quicker with decision-making. He's playing very, very well, but that turnover, it's, we're like, oh, he's having such a great season, which he is. He's having a really good season. But Cleveland, you threw a pick. Cost us the game. This time, you fumble the ball. At the end of the day, it may have cost us this game as well. So, at the end of the day, yes, you're having a great season, but it's the decision-making, it's the discipline of being smart with the football and not try to do too much. The problem is you used to watch Rodgers dance around, get open. He would at least throw the ball away if he had it, if he didn't have it, or he'd find somebody open. You end up taking a sack, turning the ball over, you get nervous and just toss the ball, pick. Like, that's the difference between the two. You're not at that level yet. I like you, Love, but you're not at the level of Rodgers yet. So you need to be a little bit better decision-making. He didn't used to turn the ball over all crazy like that. He used to limit turnovers but a lot. But now, with Love, you're costing us games. This is 2 weeks in a row. You played well against Dallas. I'm not going to put this game on you. I'm putting the Cleveland game on you a little bit more, but I'm not putting this one fully on you. But you turn that ball over before the half. It's a momentum swing right there. So this goes more on the corners and the play calling. And Bisaccia, at this point, I don't know. I don't know. You brought Nixon, Hobbs, and Bisaccia all from a Raiders team that wasn't good and expect them to be phenomenal players for us. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that they come through. I know it's early in the season. I'm not giving up on this team. But the thing is every year people talk about, oh, you're giving up on this team too early. No, I'm not giving up on this team too early. I'm not. The problem is it's the same repetitive thing year after year. Everybody forgets. When you go out there and you lay an egg against San Fran or you lay an egg against Tampa or, whatever it may be, and this becomes this revolving door of the same problems. When you go back and look at it, a lot of times it goes back to LaFleur play calling, Bisaccia special teams. It's the same repetitive thing. I'm not giving up on this team. I'm not saying this is an issue just right now. This has been an issue. And I don't know how they're going to resolve it because I don't know what they're going to do with the LaFleur OC or head coach. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Anyways, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. We got to bye this week. I hope we get healthy. I know Watson's supposed to be coming back. They said possibly week 6. I'm hoping that Zach Tom's healthy. I'm hoping Aaron Banks is healthy. I'm hoping we go sign Asante Samuel Jr. I do. I think he's worth the gamble. I think you can get him pretty cheap. Again, I'm not bashing this team, so don't come at me like, oh, you're bashing this team. I'm just calling it like it is, man. Like, I'm frustrated with this team, not just now. It's just repetitive. It's a repetitive issue that I'm frustrated about. That's the problem. You lose to a Cleveland team Detroit just went out and beat the hell out of. But we think we're on that same level. But the problem is the play calling. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it on LaFleur. A lot of this is on LaFleur's shoulders. So let's just hope they can figure this out. Let's hope they can figure out how to do play calling and be a head coach and move forward. That's all I'm going to go into on this one. I'm going to go into like the weekend games, probably Friday or Saturday. I just wanted to jump on here real quick, do a quick like review of the game. I know I'm a little late to the party. Like I said, I had a lot of stuff going on Sunday. Last week we went 11-4-1 on our game pick, so that takes us this season, I believe, to 38-9-1, if my math is correct. So doing pretty good this year. Tonight I am taking the Rams over the Niners. Niners just have way too many people missing. I think Purdy's out. I think Jennings is out. I know Kittle's out. Bosa's out. There's just too much for them to overcome, in my opinion. San Fran Rams always play good games, but if they had Purdy, I might give them a chance. But the problem is they just have too many pieces missing right now. So I'm going to go Rams tonight, and I'm going to get into the weekend games, like I said, Friday or Saturday. So again, thank you for watching this. If you made it this far, I appreciate all of the follows and all the love on TikTok and Instagram. My TikTok videos, I had a couple get over 10K last week, which is wild to me. Again, I'm just a guy with an opinion. I enjoy doing this. I like to talk sports. I like to talk Packers. And let's just hope this bye week gets us back on track. I hope it has humbled us a little bit the last 2 weeks. Everybody was like, oh, man, we're going to be 4-0 going to the bye, and, we got an easy schedule after. We can start 8-9-0. Well, we're, 2-1-1. We got a lot of work to do. Second in the division, I believe, behind Detroit. Detroit looks good, so we'll see. As far as the rest of the division goes, Minnesota, I think they're in better hands with Wentz than they are McCarthy. I'm not a big hater on McCarthy. I just don't think he's that good. I think Wentz, as crazy as that sounds, I think he's a better quarterback than JJ is. Maybe JJ gets better, but I don't know. I think at this point, Wentz has showed a little bit more promise with that team. Caleb Williams, I don't know, man. Those guys are just, I don't know what to think of Chicago anymore. So Chicago is, I don't know what they're going to do with Ben Johnson. We'll see. But I think it's Detroit or Green Bay. I think that's what we're going to end up with, at the end of the season. I don't trust Minnesota, Chicago all that much. A lot of which because of their quarterback position. I mean, Wentz, Caleb Williams, neither are that great, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to get back on here Friday. Leave me a comment, leave me a message. Again, I'm not hating on any of these Packers. I'm just saying, I'm telling you from an instance of how I feel. That's it. So, everybody's got an opinion, and I watch every single game. This is the first game I missed, I think, live in years. But I had good reason to miss it. So, but anyways, give me a follow. Give me, shoot a comment, leave a like. And if you are one of those guys that have like on Instagram, if it's like user 47856 and you leave some shit comment, I'm not going to respond to it. I know it's some bounce, so I'm not going to respond. But anyways, week 5 is starting tonight. I think it's actually starting here in a few minutes. So go check it out and let me know what you guys think. Shoot me a message. I appreciate it.